So I actually just got chased around the mall by mall security and told that I wasn't allowed to express myself in the mall. At first he said there was a no camera rule, which he couldn't actually find. But apparently what I'm doing fell under the expressing yourself without consent law, or rule at the mall. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna have to ask you to put that away for today, all right?
I'll tell you more about how the mall incident played out in a bit, but the reason why I really went to the mall was to talk about this. So I wanted to talk to you today about things in your life that might be holding you back. Now I want to apologize about the wind noise in the video. If I had been able to actually film in the mall, that wouldn't be a problem. And that was the plan. So here's the thing. If you've got that big idea, maybe it's a business or just a hobby or something that you want to do, what's stopping you from doing it? See, I know for a lot of people, they just think about how hard something might be to do. See, most people when they have that big idea, they overthink it. They never take the steps to bring it into the world. I mean, let's face it, doing new things can make you uncomfortable. It's difficult. It's out of your zone of comfortability. See, but here's the thing. Overthinking something really isn't helping you. What you really got to do is just act on your idea. Go out and do it. What's the worst that could happen? And worrying about all those details and things you don't know how to do doesn't make any sense. You can learn those on the job. This vlog is a perfect example. You know, I didn't know how to film or edit or write music or do anything before I started doing this. I learned it as I went along. Every day that you wait is just another wasted day, not achieving what you really want. Acknowledge that yes, there are things you don't know, and you're not sure how you're going to get from A to B, but you can learn them, and just take that first step. An extremely large percentage of successful people who own their own business basically started out not knowing anything. And a lot of those people said that being ignorant to that fact is one of the things that helped them, because they didn't get bogged down in all the details of how to do something. They just figured it out as they went along. So don't let yourself get bogged down in the minutia of how you're going to accomplish something. Take it one step at a time. Learn what you need to learn as you go along. Whatever your idea is, or your thought is, or what you want to do is, it's not going to get any easier tomorrow or the next day, so take the first steps now. You can wait around and get bogged down in pointless details, or you can just start. Just get to it right now. Take the first steps. So hopefully this video will encourage people to go out and try those things they've always wanted to do. Hey, it's not that hard when you take it one step at a time. Don't look at the big picture. You're going to learn the things you don't know how to do at each step when you need to know them. So go out there and take the steps to make those things come true for you. You'll be a happier person knowing that you're at least moving in the right direction. Now back to the mall story. Here is the code of conduct. When you read through it, I'm sure you can see that there's nothing that actually says you can't film in the mall. And when the security guard noticed this too, because he couldn't find it, he just decided that I was expressing myself under clause 7, and this wasn't allowed. Now, since when is it not okay to express yourself in public? I'm not sure. I mean, this guy literally followed me around the mall for the rest of the time that I was there. I even had a conversation with an old friend I hadn't seen in years, probably maybe 10 or 15 minutes sitting on a bench, and the security guard actually loitered in a local shop just to watch me the entire time. I mean, is what I'm doing really that dangerous? Unbelievable. So I wrote an email to the mall to see if they would respond, to find out whether this security guard was actually following protocol that they think is necessary. Here I'm showing the email and the response I got. I think you'll find it entertaining. So in this email, this was the initial email that I wrote to them. I included a link to my vlog and also just talked about the incident. Basically the same stuff I've already covered here. So here it is. But essentially it just says that I was not going in stores, just filming outside signage and window displays. And just asking, is this guard out of bounds here in what he did? And this is the response I got from John D. Ferreira. Good morning. I apologize for your experience this morning. Filming in the common area is fine. However, filming stores inside the mall is prohibited without prior approval by mall management. The policy is posted in the mall's code of conduct located in the mall entrances. If you would like to do this in the future, please contact mall management. We will contact the store first and see if they will allow you to photograph them. Thanks again, John. This was particularly interesting to me because 1, there was nothing posted that said you couldn't film in the mall, and 2, he actually says you can film in common areas, which is where I was. I hadn't gone in any stores. Here's my response. Hi John, I appreciate the quick reply. However, there is not a posted rule against filming in the mall as seen here in the sign. Security was not able to point me to any other code of conduct signage that supported this no filming rule. I was not approaching anyone or even filming people on purpose. You can imagine as a private citizen just documenting his daily travels, this seems pretty odd to me. My guess is others might also feel that way, especially since this is not actually in the posted code of conduct. I understand the mall is private property and you have the right to decide what is acceptable behavior on your property. Unfortunately, the code does not actually say no filming. And furthermore, it's just not reasonable to expect someone would be harassed in the mall for taking video using a cell phone camera. It's not like I had lights and I was badgering people. It's a cell phone camera on a fancy 6-inch selfie stick. I hope you can see my position here. Sincerely, Michael Feyrer Jr. And then I realized that I omitted something, so I replied again. John, I also never entered a store. I was filming signage and store display in the mall common area, nothing more. Sincerely, Michael Feyrer Jr. Surprisingly, I did get a response from John. Point taken. I have an old version of the COC. The stores do not want you filming them without prior permission, even from the common area. Next time, just let us know. John. Okay, so let's just parse this out. Why would a public store in a public location have a problem with you filming their signage? This doesn't make any sense. In fact, you would think that they would want more people to come in and film their signage. I mean, it's free advertising here. This is just not plausible. So in response to this, I said, John, thanks for your time. I would have figured that showing store display in B-roll is free advertising for these stores. Who would have figured it would make me mall enemy number 1? My guess is if I had been a 13-year-old girl filming a selfie of something in the store or a common area, I would not have been harassed. Just my opinion. My son thought it was hilarious. His comment, the mall should be thankful to have someone in it. Truer words have never been spoken. Might be something to consider. Sincerely, Michael Feyrer Jr. Surprisingly, John thought better of responding to that last email. But I'm just wondering, is this really where we're at in society? I mean, I have no interest in starting some stupid vendetta with the mall. And that B-roll was basically just going to be signage and advertisement that the stores put in front of the store. I'm not sure how that's a bad thing. And I understand that the code of conduct is meant to reflect the worst case scenario. The problem is, in this particular case, the code of conduct doesn't actually reflect or prohibit what I was doing at all. In fact, I think it's safe to question whether anything in the code of conduct that prohibits expressing yourself, well, how far does that go? Does that mean I can't wear earrings, or I can't pierce my nose, or my lip, or wear a t-shirt that has a logo on it that somebody doesn't like? Or maybe a political statement? I mean, really? Is this where we're at? I suppose I'm just a little bit surprised. I mean, it's a cell phone. Everyone has one, right in their pocket. Who's to say the next time you pull out and text on your phone in the mall, you're expressing yourself, and they can just tell you to leave? Sure, maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but at the end of the day, how far would they go? It's just ridiculous. At this point, I would definitely love to hear what my viewers think, so please express your opinion in the comments. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to my channel. It'll help you find it again later. That's it for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, fellow YouTubers. If you like what you've seen on my channel, please subscribe here. It goes a long way towards helping new viewers find my channel. Also, if you want to watch the last video I created, you can get that right here. And please leave me a comment. I love to interact with my viewers. Let me know how I'm doing.